This is Dan and Andy. They're best friends and the founders of Hudson Daniel Gourmet. And they're on a journey to find the best makers of craft food and beverage products the world has to offer. This is Meet Your Maker. Season 1, California Road Trip.
We left the Bay Area with a renewed sense of peace, beyond full from eating far too many biscotti, and continued our adventure to find more great finds in the incredible Golden State.
With the crew in tow, shenanigans already underway, and the entire team already exhausted, we were excited to meet Lauren and Brandon Alpert, founders of Yes Cocktail Company. Former thespians turned entrepreneurs whose mission it is to satisfy the world with their unique take on cocktails.
He's blocking me off.
Back the up, Andy.
This place was legit. They literally ferment and create their flavors from real ingredients and all by hand. Needless to say, we are excited to try them all.
So what do we got here?
So this is our equipment, and everything we have is actually modified brewing equipment. So this would normally be used as a way to ferment wort for beer, but we've converted it into our own system that works for our products. And that's where we make all of our products. Like everything that we make comes from here.
And everything gets bottled by hand.
So like literally by hand, so every bottle.
Literally,
Yes.
yeah. We have the scars to prove it.
I'm sure you do, yeah. So whose brainchild is this? Who thought of this?
Well, actually, the initial idea was ours,
Right.
But then it didn't really come to fruition until we found the engineer who designed it.
Yeah.
And he is a mastermind. I mean,
Clearly.
Yeah.
It's gone through many iterations. Actually,
Yeah.
when we first got it, it had a huge, big plunger contraption that filled bottles automatically. It's
Yeah.
had way more piping than it has now. We pared it down.
There was a Wonkavator attached to it. It was
It was completely insane.
We went a long way to figure out that bottling it one bottle at a time by hand is actually the most efficient. So for now, we work a little quicker than the automatic system.
I love about your product is all the natural ingredients that go into your products. They're the real deal, which is what's so exciting.
Yeah.
And so what do you've got going on behind you there?
This is the Willy Wonka lab.
Yeah.
So you're right, we don't cut any corners. Everything is whole, fresh. You know, we don't buy any extracts or flavorings. So we make our own. So to make a real extract, you actually have to have really high proof alcohol, which we're lucky enough to live very close to several distillers that we work really closely with.
Awesome.
So we can get the high proof alcohol, and then we get the botanicals. So we're working here with some lemongrass, we've got some allspice berries, cinchona bark for tonic, and that one down there is ginger. So those have to sit for several weeks. So they just hang out here.
Extracting the flavor out of it.
Yes.
Basically.
And you know, if you open them now, they'll be fragrant and flavorful, but if you wait 2 weeks,
They'll be amazing.
it's big.
And we really should call it bitters rather than extracts, because extracts are usually made with propylene glycol and then natural flavors, which who knows even what that is.
I was gonna ask, I don't know what that is, so.
If you go to a grocery store, liquor store, you're gonna find mixers that are just full of all sorts of mysterious ingredients. Propylene glycol is one that you see all the time, but then all sorts of other strange stuff too. So we start with real whole ingredients, and that's what all these guys are.
Then we started getting solicited by a lot of these manufacturers of natural flavors. So we thought, hey, let's look into it and see what it is. But when they won't even tell us what goes into it, that kind of freaks you out about what the consumers.
Yeah, I love the wave of the fact that people want to know what's in their food now. I mean, that's really important, and this is proof that it's the real deal.
And if I can't read something or like whatever word you were saying before, if I don't know what that is, I'm just gonna put it probably back on the shelf, for me at least, personally.
Yeah.
So tell us how you got into making cocktail mixers. Where did this come about?
Lauren's always had a very creative mind for cocktails, and she sort of really got me into it. And together, we did a lot of traveling. We traveled with a children's theater company. We went all over the US, and we sort of made it our mission to try a lot of great bars. We get to this point where we wanted to recreate some of the fun stuff that we had. And then most grocery stores, liquor stores, it's like what we're talking about. It's all artificial. You can't do it. You can't make great drinks with that kind of store-bought product. So we just wanted to make something, we wanted to make our own.
Lauren and Brandon took us over to Crowbar, a unique craft distillery serving up delicious cocktails in a beautiful environment. What more could you ask for?
want to introduce you to Steve. So he's a local craft distiller here, and this is his laboratory. So now you get to see what he does. So we love Crowbar. They have fantastic spirits, and we wanted to get you guys to try some stuff and learn about what's going on here in Paso.
What do you guys like to drink on a daily basis or hourly basis?
Me personally, everything, but I'll let you.
Yeah,
if there's anything you want in
I
particular.
love gin. Gin is like, I love gin, so gin.
Yes. I was hoping you'd say that because I'm obsessed with the pink gin, and we make a really interesting tonic. But I feel like you have to try it on its own first to appreciate what's going on with the gin, and then we'll add some tonic to it.
See that?
Cool. Okay. Awesome.
So our gins are all derived from one source. We actually make it from grape. We have a winery here filled with lots of yummy grapes, and we distill it down. And we make 3 different gins from the wine grape distillate, which is called brandy. So with our gins, we have our green label. It's our OG gin, our original gin. Super tasty. 15 botanicals, and we run it through the still 3 times, and then we add the botanicals on the 4th one. That's our base gin. From there, we tinker, and we add it to red wine barrels, Grenache and Zin barrels for our pink gin. So that pink hue is strictly derived from the lees, which are the old yeast hulls and grape skins left in a wine barrel. We have pink peppercorn, black peppercorn, green peppercorn, a little bit of coriander, grains of paradise, star anise, fennel, and some other things. So you get a slightly sweet finish, and it just really works well with tonics. Our favorite is this tonic, our gin, a little club soda, and a sliced strawberry.
Like Steve was saying, it's that peppercorn but also a sweetness to it. So.
Yeah, some gins for me are at least burning my esophagus. This is perfect. So
Yeah,
yeah, this is coming alive, but not too much where I'm having heartburn or anything along those lines. So.
The idea is you control the sweetness level and the bitterness level. So the more of this you add to your drink, the more you're going to taste the tonic. So what I like to do is just put a tiny little splash in. You really do not want much. I mean, that is even probably too much for the amount of alcohol I have. And then we're going to top it up with just some plain old bubbly water. And now you have in front of you your very own gin and tonic. You made it.
That was easy.
I'm not just saying this. This is outstanding.
Steve then made us a mixture of his own, made up of his Crowbar American Bourbon, rye, and Yes Cocktail Grenadine and cold brew coffee syrup.
What's fun is that coffee note comes through right at the end.
I mean, you basically combine my 2 favorite things, bourbon and coffee, but the grenadine really puts it over the top. It's really sweet, but it's fun. I love it. This has been amazing. Brandon and Lauren, we'll see you 2 later at the farmer's market.
Yeah, I think we're going to put you guys to work.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Steve.
We headed to San Luis Obispo and their world-famous farmers market, but couldn't miss an opportunity to catch an incredible California sunset.
We arrived at the market in search of Lauren and Brandon, who make their regular rounds at this bustling event all year long.
So we're at San Luis Obispo Farmers Market.
This is the real deal.
Have you ever seen a market like this?
No.
This is incredible.
This is so bustling.
Like 600, 700, no, it's got more than 1,000 people.
Yeah.
This is incredible. Wow. The energy here is...
We've got it all.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you. Hey, good. How are you?
Fun yet?
Of course, always. So you guys ready to get to work?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so in order to get you guys really selling some mixers, we think it should be a contest.
Okay.
Like, who can sell the most mixers?
Okay.
You think you're ready?
I think so.
You try the hibiscus?
Smart woman right there. I haven't tried that one yet.
That's my favorite.
Brad back here, he's trying to get in my way.
That's the one I want too.
Is it? Oh.
Get your mind blown?
She trusts. She really does.
Oh, you tried that one, okay. So the key is, I just stand here next to Lauren. She does all the selling.
I know, yeah. No,
All right, there we go. Mix that with some rye and egg white. Make an amazing sour.
Give it out.
Oh, it's easy. Just crack it right in there. There you are. Yes, sir. All right. Thank you.
Have like a recommendation. She's really good at this though.
Also, I got one person that doesn't drink alcohol, so. almost cheating.
Obviously, I was getting into Andy's head with my awesome sales techniques.
Sales techniques, you're cheating the whole time.
Oh, he's already going out there? Come on. I'll get out there.
Back the up, Andy.
He's blocking me off.
I'm not an actor, I just play one on TV.
I am good, thank you though.
Whoever lost has to buy drinks tonight at Fish Gaucho. How's that?
Sounds good.
And the winner is
Danny won.
That's the face of bitter? You have any bitters to go with that?
This is gonna be my last complaint. You literally stood by her every time somebody was interested and walked up. And just standing by someone doesn't mean you're a good seller.
I don't
You just
know.
happen to be in the right place at the right
I don't
time.
think so. I sold a couple 3 bottles, so like 1 couple 3 bottles.
You know, honestly,
Next time we come back to sell, I'm just gonna stand by her and then.
It was all just a whirlwind, guys. It was just a whirlwind. It's hard to really tell.
there were some really good sales techniques.
There was. I was impressed. You guys are hired.
Yeah.
Anytime. Anytime. We'll just go home and you guys can clean up, okay? Okay, perfect. Okay, bye. See you guys later.
You guys want to try some cocktail mixers? I'm offering this to children.
From the market, we headed to Fish Gaucho, a nouveau Mexican eatery that has no shortage of tasty eats and incredible cocktails.
Guys, as we said earlier, drinks are on Andy.
Have to make good on that stuff?
So you guys, we want to introduce you to Matt.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I met Andy.
So he's a bartender extraordinaire here at Fish Gaucho. He's gonna make us some awesome cocktails and he's using some of our products.
Perfect.
Yeah. Perfect way to end the day. Let's do it. This guy, Matt, was no joke. He was an artist and the drinks were as great as they looked, especially with Yes cocktail mixers.
It's kind of a play on an old Army Navy cocktail. We're putting in a little lemon, we're putting in a little lavender-infused honey.
So orgeat is one of those, obscure syrups that a lot of people don't really know how to use. So it's kind of fun to see a bartender using it.
Tell us about it.
Yeah.
So it's an almond-based syrup. So it is high in sugar content and it creates the sweetness in the cocktail. But because of the almonds, it has a really creamy texture. And then you add orange blossom and or rose water.
Yeah, a couple different versions. Ours uses both. So you get a little floral, just a little, almost like a whisper of a finish of floral notes at the end. But some are more roasted, some are more toasty. We try to split the difference.
I love the frothiness.
The texture is beautiful. I hate to don't get mad, but it's like a meal in a cup. It's like, it's very good.
Why would that make me mad?
It doesn't taste like a cocktail. It's smooth. It has
Very
a bite to it.
citrusy.
It's delicious. Yeah, we were saying earlier what we really loved about your company was that you are actually collaborating with local companies in your area who are actually catering your product. And it's not just you have to get them in a local bar, but you're all supporting each other, and it really says a lot about this region and what people can find.
And you all
here,
care
it's just-
about the ingredients that goes into what you're doing.
Yeah, we're really lucky. It's definitely a unique group of people. I feel like a lot of us have the same goals in terms of what we're trying to do. So I think that's why it works so nicely.
And it can be kind of sound corny, but like we really mean it when we say we love working with these people. It's true.
It's a grown-up gin and tonic. We use kaffir lime leaf and a little bit of saffron bitters to kind of enhance all the flavors. I'm using the citrus tonic from Yes in this one. And last but not least, we're gonna go a little tiki.
All right.
Always go tiki. And then you're getting
Oh, he's doing a rum float on top.
So you got like
Yeah.
a bonus extra good one.
That Myers rum float is just what's gonna put it over the top.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely be back here, and when we get, I'm gonna order this again. Oh, right on. It's just such a good drink. It's so good.
And a big burrito.
Yeah.
And you're good.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the burritos are huge here.
Well, guys, this was a great day. Sincerely, we had so much fun. We had fun at your offices. We had fun at the market. We definitely had fun at Crowbar. We've had a great time here tonight. It was just such a great day and such a great stop on our trip. And we're just so glad that you guys were a part of this. And thank you. No, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
This was awesome.
Our pleasure.
So fun hosting you
You guys got to come back to Paso.
We'll be back.
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll always show you a good time.
That's great.
Today could have not been more perfect. We left Lauren and Brandon and set out to our next stop. Not sure how we're going to top this.
Thanks for watching this episode of Meet Your Maker. Stick around for some bonus footage right after all this legal mumbo jumbo. And while you're here, feel free to comment down below and let us know what your favorite cocktail is.
Okay, so that was harder than I thought.
Yep.
Cheers.